Get yourself a bass preamp pedal. That's it. That's the tip that I got for you. Well, hey everyone, welcome to Man of Attentive Music. I know this may not seem like much of an interesting tip. It may even seem kind of obvious for some of you more advanced bass players out there. But believe me, having a bass preamp pedal has saved me and my band more than I would like to assume. And yeah, it's a pretty simple thing. It's a pretty simple pedal, but believe me, it's a lifesaver if you are a gigging bass player. In January 2020, me and my band gigged at a place that had a weird bass amp. We have never seen that brand or that model of bass amp. So yeah, we did what everyone would do, test it out and see how it sounds with your setup of pedals. And that's the point. It sounded good in the room. The cab sounded really fine with the pedals in the room, but that's the problem. When the gig started, the mixing engineer of the place plugged the line output of the bass amp into the board, and that sounded really, really bad. It sounded thin. Suddenly the bass didn't have any more definition and it was just a thin, trebly mess. I really don't know how to describe to you guys what was going on, but it sounded really bad. And since most of the gigs nowadays don't mic bass amp cabinets or anything like that, having a bass preamp pedal is like an insurance policy with your tone. That's basically what this pedal is for. So the next time that me and my band got there and we realized that that bass amp was not good for going direct into the board and it wouldn't be mic'd up, Luis just simply took his bass preamp pedal and the sound was amazing. It sounded just like we use in our rehearsals, and yeah, it was just so much better. The bass suddenly had more definition and was simply better. Yeah, just putting it straight up to you guys. It was simply sounding great. Me and my band had to go this the hard way. And I'm here telling you guys about this so you don't have to go through the same and yeah, never experience this ever. It's just horrible. It's horrible. Still not convinced? Well, we played a gig last night here in this exact room and the bass amp was just so loud. It was so loud. We had to move it to another room so we could capture it with a microphone. And yeah, miking it up was a bit of a challenge because I was here in this room mixing with my monitors and my bass player was moving the mic and talking to each other was really hard. So yeah, we mic'd it up because he really loves that bass amp, but it was really hard to mic it up because of that. It was so loud. So as an insurance policy, he was also using the MXR bass preamp and going straight into our audio interface here to record. So we would have like a plain bass signal to work with if miking up the bass amp wouldn't work. A third reason is that we also heard some weird noises in that bass amp, so we don't know if the speaker is cracked up or anything like that. We ended up miking it up anyways, but running with the bass preamp into the audio interface was, again, lifesaver, because if that doesn't work, we simply take it out of the equation and work with the direct signal. It's going to be fine. So the good thing about bass preamp pedals is that they do not need to be expensive. Me and my band have worked with both this Behringer unit here, which costs about this much, and this MXR bass DEI Plus, which costs about this much. And I have to say to you guys, both have saved our lives. In this first gig that I told you, we used this. This saved our lives and it costs crazy cheap. It's made of plastic, so don't go too hard on it, but it's an amazing sounding pedal. This is going to be enough if you play live, but if you're looking for something a little bit more high-endy, maybe having some more features, this one packs a gate, distortion, and you can turn it on with phantom power. Do not need a power supply if you don't have one. And yeah, but both are going to do the same thing. If you want to check out how these two sounds, I'll leave a little bit of a link here and for a video that I've done a while ago. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little weird video and goodbye.